is Caitlin Clark going to play in Unrivaled? One of the questions that's being batted around. A lot of people are curious. You got a big, crowd, an audience that, deliberately wants to see Caitlin Clark playing in Unrivaled. Otherwise, of course, they're gonna not watch. Then you got, a crowd that just wants to enjoy Unrivaled without the Clark mob following. And then you got my opinion. And me personally, I know they expanded from 30 to 36 players. I just can't. I don't see Caitlin Clark playing. And I understand they got Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, and Kate Martin in it. Martin and Hall are two players I feel near and dear to Caitlin. And I understand why they are going. Aaliyah Boston, I could understand that too. One of Caitlin's key running mates, superstar sidekick. Or you could say, Boston 1A, or however you want to put it, Caitlin 1B, or Caitlin 1A, Boston 1B, or however you want it to say that. But, yeah, you got them joining Unrivaled. There's tons of talent that I want to watch, whether Caitlin joins or not. I love the WNBA. I love women's college basketball. So, quite naturally, I would love these players that's going to play Unrivaled no matter who they are. Obviously, I'm going to have my favorites like Kelsey Plum, LaFeisia Collier, De'Erica Hamby, Kate Martin, Lexi Hall. I'm going to have, my favorites, Jewel Lloyd. AR is going to be there, a.k.a. Angel Reese. So Unrivaled is going to be in great shape. Need I mention Enrique Ogumawale, Breonna Stewart. So the game is going to be in great hands regardless. Now, I'd be shocked if Caitlin went because, I felt she was going to choose, rest and, building up body mass and, just getting herself, together, from a rest and relaxation standpoint and, working on her game with her team individually or whatever in the gym, training hard, to get prepared. When's the last time that Caitlin Clark actually had a full off season? I mean, the girl's just been going nonstop for a long, long time, playing deep into the tournament, multiple years, so we know that the hoopla is instantaneous if Caitlin comes. But they'll do good regardless. Women's basketball is building itself into a better place. Unrivaled presents something new, a 3-on-3 league that will be played on a compressed full court of 70 by 50 feet. Games are still going to be 4 quarters. They're going to be 7-minute quarters. There'll be a game clock, shot clock, 6 teams, 5 players. And, each team will have 2 subs, a head coach, assistant manager, and a team manager. I think also, this league is going to be 45 regular season games, and it's going to be January 17th through March 17th. So that's a compressed schedule, 48 games that they're about to cram into 2 months. And, will that weigh on Caitlin Clark? I mean, because if you do play in Unrivaled, okay, March 17th, that's about a little under a month away from the start of the WNBA regular season. So, did she have enough time off? That's probably one of the biggest questions that we asking. The people were eliminated early in the WNBA playoffs, right? So is she going to have enough time off, from when they were eliminated going all the way through to January? And I would say so. I know that Caitlin, played some program golf, right? That she was in that little, what was it? The little golf thing she had going with Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam. So, I mean, but that's just, that's quick. That's easy. Is she going to play any real basketball is my question. And, outside of maybe, training hitting the gym, practicing, getting a lot of shots up, working on her game, her craft, which I think she's doing if she has not done. But I know that she takes this game of basketball seriously. And I feel like she's going to have many opportunities to play in Unrivaled. But I also know that you get I believe it's stock investments in the company if you play in the inaugural season. That is, I guess the best way for me to try to explain it is all players in the first year Unrivaled Women's Professional Basketball League will receive equity in the league. So, therefore, that's something, really nice that you could possibly, be able to have a perk with. Not possibly, but you will have, that perk right there, a huge perk. And so could that perhaps sway Caitlin Clark to join Unrivaled? Do I personally want her in Unrivaled? Anytime I get a chance to watch Caitlin play basketball, sign me up. I'm there. I'm down. But something tell me that she probably not. I mean, out of all of the players that need, I won't say need, but out of all of the players that would like to, increase their bag and, play in a new league and continue to get exposure and just continue to, push the game forward, out of all of the players that necessarily need to do this, Caitlin Clark does not necessarily need this at all. She will be doing them a huge favor, which is why I think that, they willing to wait as long as it takes. And so we up to 31 names with Alyssa Thomas, being the 31st name. And I don't know if anybody else has joined since, but it's 5 names still on the board. And I wonder if one of them going to be Caitlin Clark. And if anybody, has some really good comments, opinions, drop them down in the comment section, because I'm so curious to see if she plays. But if she don't play, I'm still going to watch. I'm a fan regardless, guys. I totally enjoyed those WNBA playoffs. Totally enjoyed them. And, that's with and without CC. It's how I get down, how I rock in terms of just being supportive of the sport. Now, again, if Caitlin's in it, hey, that just sweetens the pot, whether it's Unrivaled, WNBA playoffs, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, if I were a betting man, I would say Caitlin probably won't play. But I hope that I could be shocked and, she does play. I'm curious, just like, many of you guys are. But again, Caitlin doesn't need this, She doesn't have to do this, but I tell you what it will do in closing is if Caitlin Clark plays, is really, really going to be a test for her in terms of, competing in another new arena, and when I say arena, I'm talking about, another field, another angle of women's basketball. She's already, on the best professional level that you can get on the WNBA. And so we'll get to see her compete, game in, game out, against superstar talented level players, and it could only help grow and mold her game into something greater. It would just be another challenge, and I believe at some point she's gonna play Unrivaled, but I just don't think it's gonna be in this inaugural season. So yeah, drop your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, your analysts, what you feel. Again, we hope she does play. I know that it's gonna open up a whole nother can of worms. Really quickly, let me say this. I know everybody ain't going to be satisfied if she play, but just the same, if she play, think about all of the fans that will be absolutely happy and elated. Some say you can't have it both ways, but that's what it'll be. You'll have it both ways. Some people won't like it, but some people will love it, and ultimately, Caitlin is absolutely great for the sport. So, take that how you want, how you feel. Love it, hate it, like it. But yeah, Caitlin Clark is great for the sport of women's basketball. And that's just what it is. So this is RC, the Hawkeyes and Caitlin fan, and I'm signing out. I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm gone.